Okay, can we just give, I mean, come on.
I mean, I'm on the stage with you and Rob Lowe and Luke. What's going on around here?
Okay, you got you picked it out yourself, right? That's so good. Oh, we need his microphone. We have a, okay, all right. We can yell. We can talk. Here we go. Here's another one. All right, walk me through the wardrobe. I want to know how you found it. Where'd you get it?
Yes.
I got it from Amazon.
The fact that you're not wearing that jacket.
I know.
Whatever you gotta give some money back.
I know.
Come on, man.
And look at this. Look at this shiny shoe. Look at. I have shoe envy.
I don't.
Yeah.
I don't have shiny shoes on.
All right. So you've had a heart transplant.
Yes.
Your son had a heart transplant. Why don't you guys talk about what that experience is like?
So how old are you?
I'm 10.
All right. So how old were you when you got your heart transplant?
Like 7 weeks old.
So my son TJ was 8 years old, but I want to hear more about your journey after. How good do you feel after your heart transplant?
It's basically fun and games.
Well, the night is over, everyone. Give us all your money, and we'll just keep doing cool stuff with all your money. 7 weeks old.
Yes.
You got a heart transplant. Do you have any idea? Do your parents ever tell you how long were you in the hospital?
3 months.
Whoa.
Or weeks. Sorry.
Sorry?
I don't know. It's
We're gonna stick with 3 months. It's a better story when we need everybody's money. How about that, Rob?
That is unbelievable, and also it's again, because we're all so close to it. It's great to take a minute to step back and see how far we've come. I actually did, not to make it about me, but I will. I did a movie where I played the first kid who ever had a heart transplant. It's called Thursday's Child, and it was such a big deal that they made a movie about it. Now the technology is used so easily now, so successfully, and that's a real, it just shows you how much we can accomplish when we all put our minds and financial hearts together to do it. Because that was literally so special. They couldn't believe that a kid could have a heart transplant, and now look at this guy.
Yeah.
Look at this guy.
My son was 8. So my son TJ, I'll give you a quick little backstory. You ready? So my son TJ was born and had his first open heart surgery at 2 days old. He was born with hypoplastic left heart. He had one working side of his heart. The other side of his heart did not work. So they had to go in there and think of like a plumber. And they had to move all the pipes around to make sure that the one side of his heart did the job for both. So he had his first open heart surgery at 2 days old, a little younger than you were. Then he had his next one at 5 months old. And then he had his last one at 2 years old. So he lived from 2 years old to 8 years old. So 6 years, he lived at what they call single ventricle anatomy. So one side of his heart, one ventricle, one chamber, did the work of both sides.
Oh.
And then when he was 8, he went into heart failure and he underwent a heart transplant, just like you did. He is now 13. He will celebrate his... He will celebrate his 6-year heart anniversary June 4th of this year. So we are super grateful for obviously the team of Levine Children's and all that they've done.
Let's give TJ a round of
There you go. Hey. Bad news.
You're out of a job. You were out of a
They
job.
flew you from California. I drove from 8 miles away. So.
Have you ever thought about going into broadcasting?
Yeah.
No.
You should.
Maybe
I think
I
you
should.
have to teach him a couple things.
Oh, it's a good job. It's a lot better than getting hit.
Yeah, exactly. It is now. This is the real moment, right? We're gonna get the auctioneer up here. Have you ever been to an auction?
Yes.
You have. So you know how crazy they talk, right?
Weirdos.
Isn't it weird? It's crazy talk, right? Maybe I'm going to 5. I'm going to go to the room. I'm going to red dress in the 3. Right?
You sound like John Michael Montgomery singing solo. You know that song?
Yeah, I do. Okay, so where is our auction?
Can I tell a quick story?
Yeah, absolutely.
Not to make it about me.
No, you can do it. All right, you can do it. Absolutely.
All right. This is where I give my, close your ears. All right, so last year I stood on this stage. You know what I'm gonna say, Stacey. Don't tell your parents I said sorry, but this has to be said.
It has to be said.
So I stood on this stage almost every single year, Hygiene. And last year I said, this shit matters. I'm sorry. And the reason I say that is because kids like this and kids like TJ, there was a time 25 years ago that they wouldn't be here. And that's not to pull on your heartstrings. That's not to tell sad stories at these galas where we all get dressed up because we want all your money. That is just the reality of the world that existed 25, 30 years ago. And because of events like this, back in the 80s and the 90s, prior to TJ and prior to Ollie, there was a breakthrough. There was funding of a research grant. There was a brand new children's hospital that a family like the Levine said, you know what, this sounds crazy. Maybe our city's not ready for it, but you know what, we should probably open our own children's hospital. And now it ranks among the best in the country because of events like tonight. So I always get up here every single year, and you guys have always heard our story and you're familiar with it, but it's not about our kid, it's about the Ollies of the world and the TJs of the world and what they represent. And the reality is that all of us that sit in this room, a place that we hope none of you ever have to take your children or your grandchildren to ever in your life, but the notion that when we got the diagnosis back in 2012 and we jumped on a plane and flew to Boston Children's Hospital, what's regarded as the world's premier pediatric cardiac program in the entire world, and their head of pediatric cardiology told us to get back on a plane and fly to Charlotte, North Carolina, because their team at Levine Children's Hospital could give our son the care that he needs. That is the story of all of us. So we all love getting dressed up, and Rob Lowe flies from California, which is super sick. But let's keep in mind what the night is about. It is because tonight there could be $1, there could be $10. It doesn't matter what the amount. There could be a breakthrough that the team at Levine Children's needs, the doctors, their care team, that they can make one child's life a little bit better. And one family's night stay in the hospital just a little bit better because of all the people in this room. And if we continue to do this year after year after year, the growth at this hospital is not a coincidence. It's because this community continues to rally behind them because of stories like this and inspiration like this, and gets all of us together one night a year, but it's bigger than that. It's all year long, the lives that are changed because of Levine Children's and the people in this room that make that place live. So that's my story.
Yeah.
As I stand next to Rob Lowe and his handsome face. Your bone structure is good. Don't let anyone sell you short. It is your secret, but now, Rob, I'm going to let you do your thing.
Right,
That's my...
Greg Olson! Now, wait, I'm keeping you up here because you're a real pro. We have a video that we need to introduce. Can you introduce the video for everybody? I want to hear you're auditioning right now to come on the Fox broadcast to take his job. Yeah, say, roll the video.
Roll the video.
Well done.
Since the very beginning,